When I woke up, the both of them were gone. I barely got any sleep last night. You look like you've been through hell itself, Toru. Grandpa slaps me on the back. Women have a way of tiring you out, don't they? To say the least. As it turns out, the both of them like old cowboys movies. Ha ha ha. Those girls have good tastes. You found quite the lucky cat, Toru. I can only groan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep putting up with this. Relax, it's not that bad, is it? Just because something's a bit through at first doesn't mean you should give up. The most rewarding things in life are the things you have to work hard for. Now then, you have training in the afternoon with Kayo, don't you? I'm guessing she told you on the way out. Yep, she's rather forward. She wouldn't make a bad wife, you know. Do you really think so? Of course. Anyway, time for breakfast. I got something bacon and eggs for you today. When you're a young man, you've got to eat to grow big. Not to mention keep your anger up when dealing with girls. I wish she would stop talking about girls. After slogging through the boring day at school, I finally managed to drag myself to Kayo's shrine. Although Naruko's shrine is nice in its own way, I can't help but feel there is something far more mystical at work with Kayo's shrine. As I approach, the front door seems to slip into the barrier between worlds. Small flecks of golden sparks shine through the air, almost as if fireflies are dancing through the air. Gentle whispers echo on the breeze. Slowly, I open the front door. Kneeling on the floor, Kayo bows before me as I enter. Welcome, Toru. I apologize for not allowing you to get sufficient rest last night. It was rather selfish of me to not turn off the television. Please, Kayo, you don't need to be so formal with me all the time. I keep telling you this. I just feel more comfortable like this. We share a special relationship, and I would like to give that relationship the utmost respect. So my actions are appropriate, I feel. I do not wish to be so careful about it like Naoko is. Quietly, she sits up and turns toward the shrine. Please sit down next to me. Alright. I'll take a seat next to her, doing my best to mimic her seating posture. Shrines are placed typically where the walls are thinnest. There is not a single place where a spirit or priest has more power than at these focal points. As such, this is the most appropriate place to train your skills. Clear your mind and open your heart. These are easier said than done. However, I do my best to follow her instruction. Now, just listen. As I listened, began to hear voices all around me. Gentle, delicate voices. The words they speak, I can't understand them, but their voices are akin to wind chimes. Delicate and beautiful. I hear them. There are so many different voices though. Though I now that it is overwhelming. But you will need to learn how to understand them in time. These spirits are the people who you will be working with. When you can simply take the time to stop and listen to what they have to say, through that, you too will depend your own understanding. Are you following me so far? I think I am. Those are the lessons that I will leave you with for today. Since you have had to sleep, since you have had so little sleep, I do not want to be inconsiderate and put you through anything too exhausting. The entire time I'm with her, she seems only to consider my feelings on the matter. We can make this brief. If you wish to return home now, I understand. So please go get some rest if you so desire. What would you like me to do? Huh? What do you mean? I'm asking you, what would you like me to do? I am tired and all, but if you would like me to stay for a while, that isn't exactly a problem for me. She seems to be taken aback for a moment, but gradually she regains her composure. You're saying old things, Toru. They aren't that old, you know. You said that you're in my care, didn't you? A priest should serve the guardian spirits, not the other way around, right? Well, I suppose this is true. If you would like to say, I do not have any protests. She seats herself in a moment comfortable position. In fact, perhaps you could enjoy my curiosity, Toru. Sure, ask away. If you were a cynic, then why did you come all of this way? After all, simply abandoning whatever life you had and moving somewhere else, that would have been difficult, right? While I didn't believe in spirits or ghosts or the afterlife, that doesn't mean I don't believe in family. Even if you hate doing something, if it can bring a family member peace of mind, then I see no reason not to. The other thing is that old traditions need to be kept alive. Whether we like it or not, the past defines the future. So we have to do our best to preserve the past, even if we do not necessarily believe in it. What an interesting way of thinking. So you came here to preserve a tradition. Exactly. If I had not done that, I would have gone through the rest of my life thinking my grandfather was become senile. But everything he said was the truth. I'm I'm just glad that have found out now while he's still around. I imagine it would be regretful to have discovered this after he passed into the beyond. But you should not worry about that. The flame of life burns brightly inside him. He's going to be afraid for a very long time yet. Oh, I'm glad. I have a lot that we need to catch up on together. I can only imagine. She quietly looks out toward the small opening where the sun's rays are sleeping through. A loud yawn escapes from her. The sun is so pleasant today. The nature spirits around her are thoroughly generous with their bounty. Her tail wraps around her, her face filled with contentment. Although she tries to keep herself formal and composed, she is still a cat at the end of the day. The light of the sun lures all cats towards it, tempting themselves into sleep. Her tail looks especially glossy and the sun shines off it. Something's the matter, Talu? You seems to be staring at time. Oh, it's nothing. Well, I won't play it any mind then. I don't want to admit it. But once again, I was being entranced by her beauty. I do not know if it is because she is spirit or it's just my own perspective. But whenever I look at her, I feel this longing in my heart. I don't really understand why. You're staring again, Toru. If something is making you uncomfortable, you should feel free to speak. It's not like that, really it's not. It has been changed the topic. I had better change the topic. So just run this by me again. There are spirits in everything around me? Kayo noticed thoughtfully. That's correct. Look all around you. Don't you see something? I look more closely and swear that I see the outlines of something drifting in and out of the shrine. I think I do, but I can only get a very vague idea of what I'm looking at. Sight in the hardest scenes to train when viewing spirits. How come I am able to perceive you so easily then? That times in with the ancient festival. Normally, spirits cannot remain in your world, but though that through the build binding to these shrines and with our priest as a guiding light, we are able to anchor ourselves here, which in turn give us the authority to rule over the spirits in this land. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the water you drink, all of those things are filled with spirits and the very essence of life itself. That's unsettling. I've been eating spirits alive. Oh no, it's not like that. It's not like that, that at all. Nothing you can do can harm a spirit if you exist in the material world. The point is that these spirits ensure the health of your world. In essence, they are the cog which keep the machine turning. Despite existing in an ambiguous state of being, they are as much a part of your world as you are. Kayo cites to herself. If only all spirits were so devoted to their duties. You're talking about Naoko again, aren't you? Who else? Look at it from her perspective. Maybe she should see something from your perspective. Well, well, maybe she should see things from your perspective. Maybe. Yep. I don't know much about it, but maybe I could ask her to see things from your perspective a bit more. You could try. I'm not sure if it would help. So, she just does not seem to take a sincerity. I must admit that I was rather surprised that she chose to apologize to me, however, and yet you still, as I said, apologize with deeds, not words. Well, it looks like I am not going to change her mind on the topic. Would you like me to teach you some prayers, Toru? Prayers to help me communicate with the spirit? Exactly. She readjusted her positions. Let us begin. To the spirits residing her in the shrine, please listen to my voice. Please help guide Toru through his journey. She claps her hands together and closes her eyes. Also, I mimic the position she's in. I cannot close my eyes. Once again, I find myself unable to look away from her. Repeat with me, Toru. Please guide me. Please help me. Please guide me. Please help me. The rays of the sun seems to grow brighter as I pray. They are responding. And they have many questions about the new priest, it seems. Is that so? They know that it has been a long time since a priest has last been here. So they are more than eager for your arrival. A smile forms on her face. They say you have a good soul and that a bright future lies ahead of you. Is that so? It most certainly is. I wish to talk to them myself. Sorry if you are not able to follow this, Toru. Soon she began to chant a strange prayer. Her chanting has a strange harmonic vivo, vibe to it. It seems to resonate with the walls around us. While listening to her beautiful melodic voice, I once again find myself completely enraptured by her. All are all the are all of the spirits from the beyond so beautiful? The words she speaks are strangely musical. I can't follow what she is saying. What language do they speak in beyond? Even through I do not know. Even though I do not know the words of their meaning, something about the scenes speak to my very soul. It's almost as if I am picking its meaning with a sense I wasn't even aware I had. She appears to be going into a deep trance. The words pour like a waterfall, generally falling out. I see. So that who he was. What are you talking about? They are just talking about the previous priest. They say that they miss him, and also say that they hope you stay around for much longer than he did. Right? There must be a lot of history to this place. How many spirits have passed through the two gates, and how many priests helped them through the Ascension Festival. For the rest of the afternoon, Kayo guides me through prayers and meditation, and my mind feels all the more sharper for it.